blessings, it had to be. Mixed blessings, you and me. Mixed blessings, I need you day and night. It's black and white. Mixed blessings, it had to be. Mixed blessings, you and me. Mixed blessings, I need you day and night.
Zippity-doo,
Susan!
Oh, hello, darling.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking for Susan, my wife.
All right, I'll buy it. I am Susan, your wife.
No, you're not. My wife's black. You look like a draft board.
It is flour. I am cooking.
You mean there's no such thing as black flour?
Only when I burn it. I suddenly remembered it was Dad's birthday, so I'm baking him a birthday cake.
Oh, good, I remember too, so I got him a card and a present. The complete man's toilet case, Cologne the lot.
Oh, that was sweet of you. How much did you pay for it?
Oh, well, that's typically female, isn't it? What does it matter how much I paid for it?
It matters when Aunt Dorothy comes for the rent and we've got it gift-wrapped. How much did you pay for it?
Not much.
How much? Not much.
Would you believe 50p?
No.
15 pounds?
15 pounds?
No, it's not what you pay, it's the thought behind it.
Yes. Well, I hope you get the same thought when you have fish paste sandwiches on Sunday, because Dad has got your dinner dab behind his ears. We are not millionaires.
No, but we have our love to keep us warm, huh?
Just as well. Now we can't afford any coal.
You look cute when you're angry in black and white.
Oh, go and get out of here. Telephone Dad and tell them we'll be over this afternoon.
Oh, we're going over?
Well, I can hardly send a birthday cake through the post, can I?
Well, that's true. The post office won't accept lethal weapons.
Just hang on a minute, will you, dear?
I've got to make a phone call! Susan, hi, the silver. One of these young black lads has just arrived.
I just happen to know you don't have any silver.
Oh, that's right, you've been here before.
Oh, God, I don't have to steal things. People give them to me because I am cool and deserving.
Hey. I'll be right back.
Don't worry, I won't show myself near the windows.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, hello, Winston.
Sister, stay cool, don't panic. I've got some terrible news to tell you about Thomas. It does rub off. And it's all over you.
Did you just drop by to make inane remarks?
No. But you got to admit, I mean, marrying one is one thing, changing into one is another.
I'm trying to get Enoch Powell all confused. I decided to bake a cake, and I'm using a new recipe.
But that's white flour. Don't tell Dad or he won't eat it.
Well, it says in the recipe, flatten it with a rolling pin and crumble it into little pieces. Now, either I can do that to the flour, or to you.
Peace. Peace.
To what do we owe the dubious pleasure of this visit?
Oh, well, I just dropped by to remind you that it was Dad's birthday, and to remind you that I am your brother. A brother who desperately wants to buy his father a birthday present.
You want to borrow some money?
I like a girl with a shrewd, quick, perceptive mind.
Take a couple of pounds out of my purse, and only a couple.
£2? This is my father we're talking about. 50p would have been fine. I think I'll buy Dad a T-shirt with Sonia Lanneman in full motion across the chest.
I can't see Dad wearing that.
Neither can I, but I can see him leaving it around for me to wear.
It's okay. I told Dad we'd be over.
You needn't have bothered, I'd have done it.
When?
When I got home.
Hey, I don't see the logic of you going home to tell my dad we'd be over.
I wasn't going to tell your dad, I was going to tell my dad.
I'm confused. Why should you tell your father that we're going to visit my father?
Oh, you're going to go and see your dad?
Of course.
Now I'm confused. Why are we going to see your dad?
Well, when a person's father has a birthday, a person goes and visits him, doesn't a person?
Now I'm confused. If it's my dad's birthday, why am I going to go and see your dad?
Oh, because it isn't your father's birthday, it's my father's birthday and you.
I'm not going to be the one to say it.
Both our dads have their birthdays on the same day?
Now there's a very funny coincidence.
Funny it isn't. I take it you told your parents we'd be over there.
Of course.
Well, we can't be in two places at once. And my dad always likes his kids there on his birthday.
Yep, he even likes me there.
Hey?
He likes to have someone around he can ignore.
Oh, well, we'll just have to split up. I'll go to my dad's, you go to your dad's.
It's said till death us do part, not birthdays. Besides, I only baked one cake.
Oh, well, that's easy. We flip a coin and the loser gets the cake.
Look, it's not funny. Now I'll have to buy another present. We can't give something to one and not the other.
Oh, why do you always have to look on the black side of things?
Because it's the only kind of side I've got.
Well, we'll just have to ask them all over here and have a happy family gathering.
You must be thinking about two different families.
Well, if they come here, they can split the cake. It just means we've got to pay for some more sandwiches and a couple of bottles of wine. Oh, and another present for your dad, which will have to be the same as my dad's, and there's another 15 quid. And then they'll have a row. And I sure believe I'm going to look on the black side, too.
Hello. Yes, well, it's nice to know one inspires this feeling of gaiety wherever one goes.
We've just found out that both our dads have their birthdays on the same day.
And?
Well, we can't offend them by not going to see them. And if we have them over here, they'll probably end up throwing my cake at each other.
You see, everything does have a bright side.
Well, perhaps it's their birthday. They'll be in a more benevolent frame of mind. Perhaps they'll be more tolerant, more full of goodwill. Perhaps pigs can fly.
If they never actually met each other, it would be all right.
Hey? Well, how can you avoid the meeting in this place? It's hard enough trying to avoid you.
Well, you tell my dad the party's in the bedroom. You tell your dad the party's in the living room. With a bit of luck, they might never meet.
That's ridiculous. What about when one of them wants to go to the toilet?
That's even better. The first one that comes in, you say, would you like to wash your hands? You lock him in the bathroom, you push his cake underneath the door.
Winston, shut up.
Hey, maybe if we told them it was a fancy dress party, they wouldn't recognise each other.
Nah.
Has it occurred to you to ask them politely if they could be more agreeable on this occasion? Politely is the way children used to speak to their parents.
Ooh, that's an idea. We'll tell them it's an agreeable party. Whatever anybody says, you have to agree. Agreed?
No. How can you agree with everything?
Simple. Susan, you should have married Thomas. Yes, I should have married Thomas. Susan, you shouldn't have married Thomas. Yes, I shouldn't have married Thomas.
That's cool, man. It's a nodding party. We all walk around like little noddies.
Right. So it's yes to everything. Yes?
Yeah. Now, what's the problem?
You are, Dad. Now, as I told you on the phone, it's a bit of an unfortunate coincidence that you and Mr. Lambert happen to be born on the same day.
Oh, nonsense, nonsense. It doesn't worry me. I've no doubt there's a Chinese somewhere who was born today.
That's not quite what I'm getting at. You see, the point is, we've had to invite you both over here to celebrate together.
And you know what you two are like when you get together.
Yes, so we thought we'd just ask you to be a bit more careful about what you say.
Well, I'm always careful what I say. It takes two to make an argument, you know.
Yes, but why does one of them always have to be you?
Well, it's not me. It's not me who starts these things. I mean, I know he's your father, Susan, but one must be fair. He does tend to take things very seriously, doesn't he? Especially if you touch on the subject of blacks.
Because it happens to be a serious subject.
It is, it is. It's more serious for us than it is for you.
Dad, there you go again. It's things like that that start everybody off.
Yes, yes, I understand. I'm one of the very few who do, unfortunately. It must be very difficult for you, Susan.
It is not difficult for me. There is nothing wrong with my father.
Now, Susan, don't you start arguing. We're supposed to be avoiding an argument, remember? The nodding.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, of course.
It is very difficult for you.
Yes, it's very difficult for me.
And now, don't you worry, dear. I shall be a model of discretion. We English still have a certain amount of tact and diplomacy, you know.
There's another one, Dad. You say something like that to Mr. Lambert and he thinks you're trying to appear superior.
Well, he would, wouldn't he? It's just that he possibly feels inferior.
No, he doesn't. It's you saying things like that. I must admit, Dad, you've certainly got a knack of starting everybody off.
Well, what do you expect me to do? Sit there like a stuffed dummy?
No, Dad, no. I'm just asking you to try and be, well, nice and friendly and pleasant. Whenever anybody says anything, you just agree, smile, and nod.
Yes, I shall be happy to do that. But I must say, for Mr. Lambert to accuse me of causing embarrassment is a bit like the pot calling the kettle black, and I suppose... I suppose that's wrong too, but that's what pots do call kettles. Well, I didn't invent the damn phrase.
But you will try.
Now you can rely on me.
Thanks, Dad.
Do you think it'll work?
Not
Well, that sorted that out. Now, where were we?
now, can I get you a drink?
Oh, that'll be lovely. You know, this is going to be a wonderful birthday. Good company, good friends. I'm really looking forward to it.
You do know Mr. and Mrs. Lambert are coming?
Yes, of course I do.
And that'll be nice, won't it, Dad?
Oh, marvellous. Wonderful.
Are you feeling quite well?
Anything wrong?
No, no, dear. Just the wine.
The wine? This wine cost me 50p a bottle.
Irish, is it?
Irish? Oh, have you know this is the very finest 1978 Tipperary?
Yes, well, I think we're going to need a lot of it before this evening's out.
These blessings, it had to be.
It's very quiet for a birthday, isn't it?
Well, I've made a cake and we have a couple of presents, but we thought we'd better wait for Mum and Dad to get here.
I remember it was like this during the war, wondering if the Germans would learn.
Oh, that'll be them.
No, no, that'll be Mrs. Beasley telling us it's them.
The black parents are here. Good. How do they look? Black.
Steady. Then it must be them. Thank you so much. Return to your post and await further orders. Hello, Dorothy. Hello. Happy birthday. Come in.
Happy birthday, Dad!
Dad.
Hello, old chap. Happy birthday. 'Tis good to see you.
Was that me that just walked in?
Dad!
Could I have a quiet word with you in the bedroom?
I thought you just wished me a happy birthday.
It's family talk, Dad. Excuse us. It's all right, Mum. Winston and I can handle this one on our own.
Well, if you succeed, let me know. I've been trying to handle him for years.
Take a seat, Dad.
There you are, Dad.
Dad, today is your birthday.
I am aware of that. I was there right from the beginning.
Now, we want you to be cool, Dad. Relax, enjoy yourself.
If you want me to enjoy myself, why did you ask them?
Because it happens to be Mr. Simpson's birthday as well. Now, you're not going to deprive him of his birthday, are you?
There have been times when I have felt like doing just that. I just wish he'd keep his birthday well away from mine.
That is not the attitude, Dad. You have to say, today is my birthday. I am happy. I am with my family. That is all that matters.
Today's my birthday. I'm happy. I'm with my family. That's all that matters.
That wasn't too hard, was it? Now, doesn't that make you feel better?
Oh, yes, yes. If it wasn't for them out there.
That's not the attitude, Dad.
Look, I know that Mr. Simpson sometimes says the wrong thing.
That is an understatement. I just walked in and he said the wrong things.
What did he say?
He said hello. You should have said goodbye.
Dad, just for once, let's have a pleasant evening. Just ignore anything that might upset you. Just smile, nod, and agree to everything.
Yeah, whatever he does. Even if he starts singing Way Down on the Swanee River.
He's going to start singing that.
But if he does, don't complain. Just nod and sing along.
You expect me to start singing about the old plantation?
You know what he means, Dad. please, just for us.
And what about Mr. Simpson?
Thomas has had a chat with him, and I think you're going to find he's going to be very amenable.
He's going to nod as well.
Yes!
It's going to be one of those superior tolerant nods.
No, it won't. A nod is a nod. Just try nodding.
Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bags full, sir.
Dad, I don't think you've quite got it.
All right. I will agree. No arguments. It won't work, but I'll give it a try.
No, that's being cool. Now let's stay cool.
Right, now, let me get you a drink. Now, which would you prefer, the red or the white?
I would prefer the white, please.
I never thought I'd hear you say that. That you prefer the white.
Well, white wine comes from a black grape.
Really? What a pity that doesn't work with people.
Not necessarily. You can still get white wine from white grapes.
I know. That was just a little joke.
Yes, you're right. It was like a joke. Yes. Well, it was kind of Thomas to ask us here.
It was nice of Susan to ask us here.
Yes, it was nice of Thomas and Susan to ask us here. Especially nice of Susan. Wasn't it, Dorothy?
I've never known anyone be so nice.
Here's a happy birthday to you both.
Cheers!
Yes, quite a coincidence, us being born on the same day. And yet, so different in many respects. Brought together, as it were, by Thomas and Susan.
Who are also different in many respects.
Well, they do say love is blind.
Are you saying
That it was a dark night, Dad.
Yes, it was a dark night.
You see, if you had waited till morning...
William, I just wished you a happy birthday. Have one.
Oh, I'm happy. Very happy.
No, Mr. Lambert's quite right. Young people today do tend to rush into things. But Annie and I were very pleased about Thomas and Susan. Quite delighted.
No, you weren't. You said it was bloody ridiculous.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Yes. You're right again. That is what I said. But now that I've come to understand black people, now that the novelty has worn off...
Novelty?
Yes. I mean, what do I mean?
Wait, you mean, what does he mean?
Ah, yes.
He means the unusual circumstances that brought together two such delightful people as my dad and your dad. That's what he means, doesn't he, Dad?
Yes. It's a novelty.
Yes, novelty, that's the word. You're right again.
Well, how have your birthdays been so far?
Oh, fine. Mine has been fine. Has yours been fine?
Yes, mine has been fine.
Yes, ours has been fine. Have been fine.
This is like sitting on a time bomb, isn't it?
I'll tell you what, why don't you open your presents? Here, from Thomas and me.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, don't worry, they're both the same. We weren't taking any chances.
All this is very traditional with us, you know.
And what sort of tradition do you think we have?
Please don't answer that, Annie.
Well, one doesn't know. I mean, do you usually do the same things on birthdays as we do?
Well, it depends what you do. And if you dance around wearing nothing but a loincloth and a couple of ostrich feathers stuck in your ear, no, we don't do the same as you.
We don't do that.
Well, that's a relief. Mum, you must admit it was a perfectly reasonable question. I mean, we have some customs a lot of white people don't have.
Yes, I mean, when you... they first saw white people, you must have thought they were very strange.
We still do.
Yes, I can understand that. I mean, we think the French have strange customs.
That's true. I met a Frenchman once who had some very strange customs.
Yes, I mean, when we converted you to Christianity, you must have thought it was very odd that we didn't have all those, idols and that sort of thing.
What's Christianity?
Well, you know, hymns and things. You are Christian, aren't you?
Of course they are, Annie. He's only joking. Black people are usually more religious than we are because it's so new to them.
Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's not. No. No, I don't know. I was thinking of sliced bread.
Sliced bread?
It was the first thing that came to my head.
You don't really have to, you know.
Hold it! This is supposed to be a birthday celebration. How'd you like the presents?
Oh, very
yes,
nice.
very
Thank
nice.
you.
Yes. Yes, well, at least we shall have something in common. We'll both smell the same, eh?
Yes. I suppose they'd change it for me.
Oh, for God's sake, all I was saying was that if we both use the same aftershave, it doesn't matter if you're black or white.
My God, he's hit on the solution to it all. All we have to do is spray the whole of South Africa with eau de cologne.
Dads, please, look, let's not have anything else that's going to upset anybody.
I'll get the cake.
I said let's not have anything else that's going to upset anybody.
I must say, I think Edward deserves it. He's been perfectly charming all evening.
Yes, and I think William has been perfectly charming all evening.
Yes, he has been trying.
My husband doesn't have to try. He is charming.
Well, I must say, I think if it hadn't been for Edward, there would have been the usual argument here tonight.
There might possibly be a very unusual argument here tonight.
Oh, no, we forgot to brainwash the mums.
Get the cake!
There really is no call to take that attitude.
Now, Annie, don't get involved with Mrs. Lambert. She just doesn't understand the situation.
What do you mean my wife doesn't understand?
Oh, she does. Yes, she does understand.
Are you going to keep agreeing with me for the rest of the damned evening? My wife understands a lot more than I do.
You're right again. Anyone understands better than you.
Oh, you keep up with this. This is my birthday. It's about time I started enjoying it. Now, look here.
Happy birthday to you.
Lovely cake.
There. Now, you both blow the candles out together, and you both cut the cake.
Shall I get the pickaxe?
It is quite so, little brother, as you will find when you get your piece right in the face. Now, you both hold hands and you cut it together.
Would you prefer it if I wore white gloves?
Oh, don't be a bloody idiot.